board.
Good morning, I'm Erin Myers in Hyde Park. The community mourning the loss of a 16-year-old basketball star who was shot and killed over the weekend. All the latest on the investigation coming up.
And I'm Annie Rose Ramos. Former President Donald Trump is being indicted for the second time in 2 months. Scheduled to appear in court tomorrow in Miami. Coming up, the charges being brought against him and what the former president thinks about them.
Good morning, I'm Lauren Lister in for Jessica Holmes. The best golfers in the world getting ready to tee off here in Los Angeles for the U.S. Open this week. We're live with details on the events you can take part in.
Good morning, I'm Sam Rubin, new here at 10 o'clock. We're going to tee off with funny man Russell Peters, really eager for that live in-studio conversation. Plus, Steven Soderbergh says that the physical cell phone is the worst thing to happen to movies ever. We'll talk about it coming up.
Hey, good morning, everybody, and a gloomy start to the day. Once again, cool temperatures, a little breezy up in the upper desert areas, and possibly still some drizzle in isolated areas. That's going to continue as the morning continues and in through the afternoon. Most areas will get some clearing, but some just for a couple of hours before the sun goes down. 68 at the beaches, downtown Los Angeles, shooting for a high of 70, 72 San Fernando Valley, high desert 77, 70 Inland Empire, Orange County Inland up to 70 degrees. That's it. Eric, back to you.
Mark, thank you. Family and friends of a star high school athlete are mourning his loss after he was shot and killed over the weekend. His relatives say he had a promising future, and NBA scouts were watching him. KTLA's Erin Myers is live in Hyde Park with the details. Good morning, Erin.
Good morning, Eric. 16-year-old Quincy Reese, he was shot and killed over this weekend outside of a party, and now investigators are trying to find out who's responsible. We're here at Crenshaw High School where he was a student. You can see the memorial there growing behind me. Quincy's father is actually out here this morning as well. We spoke to him a short time ago, and he told us about the support he's getting from the community.
The love I've been receiving, phone calls, text message, everything won't even stop ringing. I can't answer everybody because it's so many.
A large crowd of family, friends, classmates, teammates, and more gathered last night to mourn the loss of the promising athlete and student outside of Crenshaw High School here, where the 16-year-old went to school. He was set to start his senior year this fall as captain of the basketball team. Quincy's family says his talent was already getting him scouted and scholarship offers. Family and friends talked about the type of young man that he was.
He was a student athlete. He was a good person, and he was someone that gave a lot of people hope at this school.
Good kid, man. A future college player, a future NBA player. It's just sad, man. That hurt me. You know what I mean? That really hurt me.
Investigators are searching for a suspect or suspects after the teen was killed outside of a party in the Manchester Square neighborhood of South LA late Saturday night. The LAPD says a shots fired call came in around 11:45. The 16-year-old was found lying on the ground at 74th Street east of Western Avenue. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Now, witnesses say Quincy Reese had left a high school party at a nearby rental hall when he was shot and killed. At this time, it's not known what led up to that shooting. Now, back here live, I did speak to the LAPD this morning. At this time, no arrests have been made, and there is no description of a suspect, but they are encouraging anyone with any information to contact them. Reporting live here in Hyde Park, I'm Erin Myers. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Erin, thank you. New this morning, the former premier of Italy has died. Silvio Berlusconi was admired by Italians for his wealth, charm, and brash, boastful style. He resigned in 2011 when Europe's debt crisis turned Italy's economy into shambles. Many blamed him. Investigations targeted the tycoon's parties involving young women and minors. His businesses were also investigated. They included a soccer team, Italy's 3 biggest private TV networks, a magazine, a daily newspaper, ad and film companies. On Friday, he was hospitalized for a second time for treatment of leukemia. He was 86 years old. Former President Donald Trump is on his way to Florida right now after taking off from New Jersey about an hour ago. He's getting ready to face federal criminal charges in Miami over the classified documents found at his home. KTLA's Annie Rose Ramos live in the newsroom with more. Annie Rose.
Hey, Lauren, good morning. Well, in the past hours, you just mentioned the former president left his home in New Jersey and took off in a plane for Florida. He's traveling to Miami, where he will be in court tomorrow, facing criminal charges related to keeping classified documents after his presidency. Now, earlier this morning, we saw those images from Newark, New Jersey. You can see here a caravan of cars leaving Trump's Bedminster estate. More of the motorcade there making their way through Newark and headed to the airport where a Trump plane was waiting for the 45th president. Trump walking up those stairs there to the plane, turning around to wave before boarding it. That aircraft took off about a half an hour ago and is now flying to Florida, where Trump faces 37 felony counts. Throughout the morning, Trump has been posting on social media about the special counsel and how he would do things differently if he were president. Now, on Friday, the federal indictment against Trump was unsealed, and it gives us an idea of just how strong the government's legal case is against him.
Charging Donald J. Trump with felony violations of our national